I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink issue number 1, the first part of what will be a 6-part miniseries that focuses on a lot of young boys and, let's face it, young girls' first crush, Kimberly Hart. Yes, Hart was her last name. Yeah, like Canadian royalty Bret the Hitman Hart. They all had last names, it's just I'm gonna guess most of you didn't know them. Let's get to the first issue, why don't we?
Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we can see Kimberly is in Amsterdam during the last days of the Pan-Global Games gymnastic competition. What does any of this mean? Well, if you know your Power Rangers lore and history, you'll know that this takes place during a time when the actress who plays Kimberly was written off the show. Wow, so already I'm liking this comic a heck of a lot because it's seeking to fill in one of the biggest blanks in Power Rangers history that's never really referred to. It seems that Kimberly's mom and stepdad missed her game performance? What do you call it when you do gymnastics? I don't know. She desperately tries to get in contact with them, but to no avail, so she only has one choice, and that is speed back home and see what's going on. She does this on her super awesome motorcycle, by the way. She even says, hey, you know, it's no shark cycle, but it'll do the trick. Things only get weirder from there, as it seems that everyone in this small French-speaking community is gone, and there's even a couple signs of foul play. Fearing that this may be the work of Zed and Rita, Kimberly decides to suit on up with a secret cache of weapons and armor that she has laying around, and oh wow, man, does she ever look cool in her Mad Max outfit. Let that be a lesson to all you writers and artists out there. You want to make something instantly cool? Just add more leather. She may not have a power bow anymore, but she does have an actual compound bow with pink-tipped arrows. Wow, that is so freaking cool. And it's a good thing she was hoarding this stuff like a good little doomsday prepper, because outside a bunch of lizard monsters are attempting to round up another person. This guy is the son of a bistro owner, and like Kimberly, came back to town when his own parents stopped calling. He was studying in London, FYI, and Kimberly had a show in Amsterdam, but they're in a small French village right now, which, you know, you can do because Europe is so small. Fearing that she may very well be in over her head, Kim decides to reach out to Zordon using a special emergency-only communicator that he gave her before she left. The hits just keep on coming for our poor hero. Zordon, big wizard head in a jar, is happy to see Kimberly, but he can't send her any help right now as the Rangers are off-planet dealing with Lord Zed. Another truly excellent continuity pull that longtime fans of Power Rangers will appreciate. If the Rangers are off-planet, then that tells us that this story takes place sometime at the beginning of Season 3, when the Rangers went to space to team up with the Masked Rider. Oh man, but that's not even the best continuity gimmick this comic has going for it. You see, Zordon does offer some help. He gives Kimberly the Sword of Light, the sword that they famously used to transfer the powers from the original Black, Red, and Yellow Rangers into the new ones. Again, when the actors were more or less fired for asking for more money. Somehow, and I don't even really know how this worked, using the Sword of Light gives Kimberly a Pink Ranger costume, but not the old Pink Ranger costume. It gives her a brand new one that kind of superimposes itself over her biker gear. And no, I'm not gonna ask how or why that happens, because it's just too sick. Emboldened by her new powers, Kimberly decides to track the lizard monsters back to a cave off the coast where they seem to be bringing people. Now, you don't need to be an Aquitian rocket scientist to figure out what's going on right here, and that is that the lizard monsters are turning regular people into even more lizard monsters. But who could possibly be the dastardly fiend behind all of these goings-on? Well, it turns out to be none other than Goldar. Yeah, Goldar's doing it, but he's not doing it for Rita and Zed. He's actually breaking off on his own, if you can believe it, and he has Kimberly's mother hostage, threatening to turn her into a monster as well, just as the comic ends. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink number 1 is quite simply a million times cooler than I ever thought it could be, and I'm already a gigantic soft sell for Power Rangers. This book is brought to us in part by Brendan Fletcher, one of the guys behind the Batgirl of Burnside reboot for that character. Now, I was famously not a huge fan of that run, and here Fletcher does more or less the same thing he did for Barbara, but for Kimberly, and honestly, Kimberly ends up much better. I mean, heck, it's basically the same shtick. She's got a homemade costume now and super awesome motorcycle skills. This is also one one of those stories that I think it would be really easy for anyone to pick up, even if you're not reading Kyle Higgins' main Power Rangers book right now, although honestly you should be. And if you are a longtime fan like me, then oh my god, you are going to absolutely lose your mind at all the continuity, shoutouts, and references. Overall, I give this one a 9 out of 10, and I cannot wait to see how the rest of this story goes. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.